Good day. Our discussion for today is about variation. So first, let us define what is variation. When we say variation, it is a relationship between two or more quantities, where one quantity varies in relation to another. It is also the name given to the study of effects of change among related quantities. So we have different kind of variation. So the first one is direct variation. So when we say direct variation, both variables either increases or decreases together. So for example, the cost of lean meat and its weight. So if the cost of lean meat varies directly to its weight. So for example, the weight of a meat costs 5 pesos. So this is the weight, the amount of meat per kilo or for its weight. So if the weight is 1 kilogram, that would be 5 pesos. And if you have 2 kilograms, as the weight increases, the price will also increase, or the cost. So the cost now will be 10 pesos. So that is the direct variation. While inverse variation, as one increases, the other will decrease. So, for instance, you have the number of days required to build a house and the number of workers. So, meaning to say, as the number of workers increases, the number of days, the working days will decrease. While in the joint variation, that is similar to direct variation, only there are two variables that are related directly. And in combined variation, that is the combination of joint variation, inverse, or direct variation. So for this week, we are going to discuss the direct variation. So how are we going to write or to identify if a given is a direct, inverse, joint, or combined variation? So we have keywords to remember. So if you have direct variation, remember that it should varies directly. So yung keyword natin is varies directly. So there is a special case wherein we have direct square variation, wherein we have a squared variable. So how are we going to write a direct variation? So for instance, y varies directly to x or varies proportional to x. So paano natin siya isusulat as formula? So we have dito, you have y. Sabi dyan, it varies directly. Always remember that there is a constant of variation k. So, lagi meron tayong k. It varies directly to x. So, your formula now is y varies directly to x. So, ganun lang kasimple if you have direct variation. While in inverse variation, or sometimes it is called indirect variation, but in our case, we are going to use the term inverse variation. So, meron tayong keyword. What is our keyword? Varies inversely. So, kanina, as we discussed, we said that as one value increases, the other one will decrease. So, how are we going to write the inverse variation? So, in the inverse variation, you have y is inversely proportional or inversely variated to x. So, paano natin isusulat yan? Sabi dyan, you have y is inversely proportional to x. So, meron tayo, again, a constant of variation, k. Now, how about a joint variation? Sabi ko kanina, it is like the direct variation, but it only involves more than one variable. So, we have here y varies jointly with x. The term that you have to remember is varies jointly. So, let us write this into equation. So, y varies jointly with x. Paano natin susulat yan? So, you have the variable y varies jointly. So, do not forget, we always have a constant of variation k. It varies jointly with x and the square of z. So, square of z. So, kailangan nakasquare yung z. So, ito yon yung final answer natin. Ayan. Take note that that is written as a direct variation. Pansinin lang na ang ng variables natin or ang mga quantity natin ay more than 1. Now, how about a combined variation? Ang term to remember, it could include direct, joint, or inverse. So, in our example, you have jointly and inversely. You have jointly and inversely. So, paano natin yan isusulat? Sabi dyan, y varies jointly as x. So, dito kayo magsimula sa unang phrase. Y varies, so laging may k, huwag kalilimutan, jointly as x and w. So, ito ang una nating term. So, ganito natin sinusulat yung joint variation. And inversely as the square of x. So, di ba pag inverse, that is in fraction form, the inverse of the square of z. So that is why we ended up with this equation. So yan yung apat na kinds of variation. So as I said, we are going to discuss direct variation. So what is a direct variation? So whenever the situation produces a pair of number that is directly proportional to each other. As one increases, the other one will increase as well. So the terms that you have to remember is that you have varies directly, varies directly proportional, or simply proportional. Yan yung mga key terms natin. So for instance, this one, you could write this as y varies directly. So laging may constant of variation k as x. So, hindi yan nawawala yung k. So, ganito lang natin isulat yan. So, let us have some example. So, we write the equation of the following statements. So, number 1, the fare f of passenger varies directly as the distance d of his destination. So, take note that you have the fare f. So, yung variable natin f, and that is distance d. So, ang term varies directly. So, paano natin isusulat yan? So, for number 1, you have the fare f varies directly. So, lagi meron tayong constant of variation na k varies directly with d. So, f is equal to kd. So, yan yung number 1. How about number 2? The cost of fish varies directly as its weight w. So, the cost c varies directly at its weight. So, laging may constant of variation, weight, W. So, ito na ang equation natin. C is equal to KW. How about number 3? The employee's salary S varies directly as the number of days D he has worked. So, we write it as the salary varies directly. So, lagi merong K, the number of days D. Okay. How about number 4? The area of a square varies directly as the square of its side S. So, the area daw is equal to K. Laging may K. It varies directly as the square of its sides. So, S square. So, it should have an exponent 2. How about number 5? The distance traveled D. So, D by a car varies directly as its speed. So again, varies directly sa kanyang speed s. So that is the equation. So that is how we write an equation.